story is called Penny Gets Lost by Carlos Dale. And we are going to use the reading guide as we read. So as I'm reading and as you're following along, you're going to follow along with me, and then I would like you to read the stories independently too, to make sure you understand carefully what the stories are about. Who are the main characters is one thing you need to be thinking. What is the setting? That's where the story is taking place. And think about the main events in the plot. That's what is the passage about. Penny gets lost. Penny the dog was on a day trip to the beach when she got lost. Penny had been walking with the family's young daughter, Betty, when something unbelievable happened. Betty dropped the leash. Penny was so excited to be free that she ran off to explore the beach. She dug her feet into the sand and kicked it up behind her. She ran to the ocean and smelled the salty air. She could run for miles along the beach. Penny heard Betty's worried cry behind her, but she kept running. Before she knew it, she could not hear or find Betty. Penny barked and barked, but Betty was nowhere to be seen. Soon it got dark outside, and Penny became fearful. She was also hungry. It was then that she saw a man. She barked and barked so the man could hear her. The man came over and was very friendly. He petted her and said hi. Then he read her tag and saw that her name was Penny. He also read a phone number on the collar. He called the number and said he had found Penny. She knew the man had acted with kindness. Soon Penny was with her owners again. She was very happy to see them and jumped into the minivan for the long ride home. Betty hugged her and gave her a treat. Now Penny was happier than ever. So as I read this next passage, you need to be thinking about how these two stories are alike. Think about what the passage is about. Also think about the characters, the setting, the plot, what can be compared between the two passages. Those are usually some common things, sometimes even the theme. What can be contrasted, what's different about the two passages. Surprise by Carlos Dale. "We're lost!" cried Sandy. Sandy and her older sister Anna had been hiking with their dog Riley since after lunch. It was now early evening, and the sun was setting quickly. Anna looked around. "Don't panic. We can retrace our steps," she said, walking in the direction they had just come. Sandy and Riley followed. After some time, they arrived at the clearing. "I don't remember seeing this," said Anna. "We'll never get out of here," Sandy cried. "You're a worrier," laughed Anna, pulling out the map. Sandy waited nervously as Anna calmly reviewed the map. "Okay, I've got it now," said Anna. She folded the map and returned it to her backpack. "Let's go." Though she felt unsure, Sandy walked alongside her much braver sister. They continued to walk when suddenly a little cottage seemed to appear out of nowhere. "Let's see if anyone's home," suggested Anna. "Maybe they could help us." "What if they're not nice?" Sandy said. "Don't be foolish. Besides, we have Riley with us," said Anna. She followed the footpath to the darkened cottage. Feeling suddenly brave, Sandy decided to take the lead with Riley. She knocked lightly, then harder. No one answered. Using all her courage, she slowly turned the doorknob. The door creaked open. "Surprise! Happy birthday!" shouted Sandy's friends and family. So now you're going to turn the page. I would like you to do a reread before you go through and answer the questions. So reread the stories independently again. If you need to, follow along with me, you could always replay this video. So these are the questions. Which of the following is one way the two passages are similar? That's the first question. Question 2, how are the settings alike? How are the settings alike? Number 3, how are the main characters in the two passages different? And number 4, which of the following is one way the two passages are different? Then in the end, you are going to be comparing the settings where the stories take place. So make sure when you're doing your comparison, you're focusing on the settings because that's what the question is about. Make sure you go back to your text to find your evidence.